The boys are back in the building. That's right, man. It's time for another episode of Respect the Hedges. It's been a long time since we talked Dawgs, man. Listen, I've been on some channels here and there, some live streams talking to everybody but the Dawgs, other than defending the Dawgs. But it's time to talk Dawgs, man. What a time to be alive, man. We're going to talk a little Georgia season preview and give some flowers out to some other Dawgs, man. You in the building with the fellas again, and it is Respect the Hedges.
Georgia on the logo, celebrating back-to-back Nats. Perfection wears red and black tonight. 15-0. The Dawgs have done it and won a second consecutive national.
Oh man. Oh man. Oh man. Not again.
Lead Booker to get the night started. Downfield looking for Godwin. Into his hands. And guess which Dogs are barking first? Uga, get after it. Sonny Michel will send the Dogs home to the championship game.
And Bobo throws that thing in the end zone and
Yes! Touchdown! Touchdown in the goal line! Sigue Ringo! Corta dentro! Ringo! Touchdown! Georgia!
The Georgia Bulldogs bludgeon their way to back-to-back. Glory, glory, Georgia, as the fight song says.
This is our love for each other. 1 + 1 = what? 3. We are better together and we are connected.
This is Robert Iron E. Singleton, a.k.a. D-Dog from The Walking Dead, or Alton from The Blind Side, and you are watching Respect the Hedges on the Fan Addict Sports Network. All right, guys, go Dogs, sick 'em.
That's right, man. Go Dawgs, sicker, man. You know, it's Respect the Hedges on the Fan Addict Sports Network. And as always, brought to you by Tailgate Kings. All right, man, let's get this party started, man. Like I said in the opener, man, been on a lot of other channels talking to a lot of other teams, man. And listen, man, last week or week before, whatever, Shawty text me and say, man, I'm about to just jump on and do some Georgia content because I'm tired of talking about other teams, man. And I felt that down deep, dog. So I was like, I'm ready to talk some Dogs too, man. So let's go ahead and bring the fellas in, man, and so we can talk some Dogs. Speaking of, let's bring in our first double dog, Shawty Parker. What's going on, Shawty?
Man, what it do? What it do? What's happening, man? Happy to be back. Happy to be back. I'm going to start this year off like I did last year. I said we was the only team playing for something and couldn't nobody else play for it. We was the only team that could play for 3 national championships back-to-back. We didn't get it, but guess what? Shelby put it in the comments. We doing it again this year. We the only team in the nation that can play for 3 out of 4, baby. So let's go. Let's get it.
That's right, man. That's right, man. Next up is our guy, the coolest fan in the land. It's Cool Cal. What's going on, Cool Cal? Long time, my brother.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, man. Happy to be back, man, in Dogland. And, you know, it's early in the summer, but, you know, this is where we can start to, you know, see things come together. We got the workouts in the summer. You know what I'm saying? I'm hearing some good things about some of the young guys, so I'm ready to talk about them and see how they can contribute this year. But I was looking, I think we're like 70 days away. And that sounds kind of far, man, but it goes quick.
Right.
It goes quick. So let's go. Let's get it.
That's right, man. Listen, man, all 3 of us on base, man, and bat and clean up like his name was Charlie Condon, man. We got our next double dog. It's E-Rob. What's going on, E-Rob?
Yeah, see, Thad thought he was going to out Georgia meeting. Boy, I got the Georgia dashiki on. That's how you know I'm ready to go. It's go time. Dashiki time. Hey, look here, man. Kirby Smart is showing out on the recruiting trail in all seriousness. And that's the lifeblood of this program. This is why we have the opportunity to go for 3 and 4 years. It's the players. Of course, you got to have some good coaches, but it's about getting the players. And boy, Kirby on fire out there. So if y'all don't know, out there in dog land, go check up and see what Kirby doing in the recruiting land. Because we're not done. We just getting started, but we're off to a really good start.
That's right, man. That's right. Recruiting is one of our topics tonight, man. We're going to talk a little recruiting, players that need to have a good year, for the Dogs to have a good year. A couple games that we're looking forward to seeing, and some offensive and defensive keys, man. Listen, before we get started, let's say hey to some of the people, man. Listen, first up in the building, y'all already know it's the first lady. One of the ladies of RTH. She say going 3 for 4 and 24. And then, another one of the ladies of RTH. Listen, man, y'all ladies can't beat our ladies.
What's up, Hina?
That's what we say. We'll put our ladies up against any channel. How about that?
Believe that.
And Hina in the building. Our guy, Stat Guy, in the building. What's going on, Stat Guy? You know what I'm saying? We appreciate you, dog. Sooner in Texas. We see you, dog. We see you. We appreciate you coming in.
All right.
First, listen, man, y'all, listen, what is it? I think July 1st, they officially in the SEC. Like, hey,
come get some.
Yeah, come on.
Right. They paint. Listen, I saw OU paint. They painted the logo, the SEC logo on the field. They ready to go, man. So I'm hyped for the season, man. So shout out to all the dogs watching that's not in the comments, man. We about to get into this thing, man. First and foremost, make a little announcement. I got JV ain't here, but I think they doing a Tailgate Kings charter bus from Atlanta to Tuscaloosa the September the 28th when we played Bama at Tuscaloosa. It's a night game. I don't know what time it's leaving. Y'all make sure y'all go to Tailgate Kings. I'm pretty sure Shelby can give us some details in the comments on how to sign up for that venture if you ready to take that on, because the Dogs will be down there in full effect. It's a night game, so the tailgate definitely should be off the hinges. You know what I'm saying? So in other news, Shawty and our other another dog got a podcast, Doc and the Jock. Y'all make sure y'all check that out. I think they releasing new episodes every Tuesday.
One just came out tonight at 7.
Right. They got some good mental advice for y'all, whether it be relationship or other things. Hey man, check that out. Tap in with them. Of course, Shawty does is Just My Damn Opinion on Wednesdays at 9:30. Live streaming.
Wait a minute. Wait. What you say now? Yeah, that's what I'm about to say. That's what we go. Yeah, I'm tuning in. Y'all should tune in too. That's ish I got to see.
There's gonna be some interesting philosophies going on there. I can tell you.
No doubt.
Hey, it does not lack excitement. Y'all got to check out them episodes, dog. So
yeah, you beat me to it. I was like, boy, we doing what now?
And then I also started my breakfast tailgate sports show this morning. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate everybody for tapping in. You know, we're gonna do that on Tuesdays and Thursdays live. Just wake up, have a little breakfast with your boy, talk some sports, man. So see who else up in here. Priest Perry, we appreciate you getting up in here, my guy.
My God.
All right, First Lady say y'all go to tailgatekingsatl.com if you wanna know about the charter ride from Atlanta to Tuscaloosa. Hina said you win, E-Rob, with the dashiki.
Thank you.
With the Georgia guest.
Thank you. That was my goal, Hina. Show number 1, 2024. Let's go, baby.
And Shelby say Shawty is giving love language advice. That's right. Last week's topic was love language, or the week before, I think. I even did they did a little quiz on the video. I did the quiz with y'all.
Lord have mercy.
Listen, y'all gotta check it out, man. Shawty out there now.
Oh, I know that. Yeah, we know that. That's
I've been knowing that for years. How this gonna populate? You know what I mean?
Listen, hey, they got to give a disclaimer, bro. Try to keep it real now. What's going on, Sooner Legends? We appreciate you being up in the building, my guy.
Absolutely,
appreciate you. So, listen, man. In relevant news, Olympic Dogs, man. Leah Butler, Georgia dog. Listen, man, she is a sophomore, dog. Sophomore. Makes the 400-meter Olympic team top. She was actually number 2 in the race, dog. Listen, when they turned on the finals, they started going. Normally, you go lane by lane and introduce everybody. The commentators on NBC just talked right over Aaliyah. They just went from he was at like lane 5. They went from lane 6 to lane 4. I'm like, how y'all just gonna skip over?
Right. They talked about it at the end of the race.
I know that's right.
Big fact. Shout out to Leah Butler, man. Shout out Matthew Bowling making the finals in the men's 400. He didn't actually make the team. I think he came in 5th. So he just missed out on that. But shout out to Matthew Boland for making the finals in that, man.
Okay.
So, but hey, man, the Dogs out here doing it, man. Listen, I said in the open, man, what a great time to be Dogs. You know, like I say, we got like Shawty said, we're the only team that can try to go 3 and you know, go for 3 in 4 in 24 in football. Basketball, the guys recruiting, Coach White's recruiting out of his mind. You know what I'm saying? He got 5 stars coming in to Athens. He got guys going for NBA, you know what I'm saying, NBA analysis and not coming in. We got a transfer from Clemson, UGA actually legacy, RJ Godfrey. And then he taught Silas Demery into staying. That was one of the biggest all-season things. I knew that people was going to try to get him in the portal and offering him NIL and all that stuff, but he was able to convince that guy to come back. So shout out Mike Waite and the basketball program. And as I introduced E-Rob, man, Charlie Condon wins the Golden Spikes Award, goes to the top amateur baseball player in America. Shout out to Charlie Condon, man, just hitting home runs whenever he feel like it. You know what I'm saying? Breaking single season and all-time records at Georgia.
Yes. Nice. And for those of y'all that don't know, that's like the Heisman of college baseball. So that's, if you're trying to find out what, you know, what the significance of that award is, that's how significant it is. He had an unbelievable year. Unbelievable.
And he was a walk-on at that. So, you know, that's what we do at Georgia, man. Y'all out here talking about Georgia only winning football and stuff because we got 4 and 5 stars out. Man, we turning walk-ons.
Hey, shout out to Lucky. He recognized this shirt. Yeah, this is an original, Mike. This is 96 right here.
Shout out to Mike.
What's up, Luck? Okay.
Shouty done turned it into a cutoff. It might have been a cutoff back in 96. Hot as it was.
Sun out, guns out, baby.
That's right. Listen, man, I told y'all can't beat our ladies, man. Ladies that respect the Hedges. Like, we own the internet, baby. Photographer in the building. Shout out to you, Caitlin. Hope everything is going good. You know you in our prayers.
Absolutely.
So, but man, the Dogs are living large, man. Charlie Condon helped us host the first super regional since 2008. And we currently, Wes Johnson said he not stopping there. You know what I'm saying? He like Kirby. He said, this just getting started. Currently #1 in the baseball recruiting world, man. E-Rob, I know that's got to make you feel good, though.
So this is his first year, right?
Right.
Wes Johnson, right? So, I mean, the sky is the limit, like, because Georgia baseball was kind of an afterthought. So now, and I'm gonna tie this all the way back to Kirby, man. I think the success that we're having in football is kind of permeating into the other sports. I think Mike White is having the success he's having, you know, kind of just off the back of kind of what we're doing with football. So I'm happy to see. I want everybody at UGA to win, every team to win. I'm happy to see. Of course, I have an affinity for the baseball team. So the fact that we're headed in the right direction, and we got a big transfer. I forgot a picture from I want to say maybe I can't remember, but it's going to be really big for us next year. So look for Georgia to do big things on the baseball diamond next year.
Big fact. Shout out to Stat Guy, man. At the beginning of the season, last year, I asked him after we hired Wes Johnson. He was the pitching coach at LSU. Stat Guy's a baseball dude, and I was like, man, what we looking like this year? He said, man, I'm telling y'all. He told me before we did any workouts, anything. He said, man, I'm telling y'all probably gonna host the Super Regional, and y'all probably gonna be on y'all way to Omaha. Stat Guy, sorry, we was a game away from making your prediction right, but maybe we can help that out next year, man. Like I say,
nice.
Wes is doing stuff on that baseball diamond, dog. These Dogs are listen.
So let me ask you a question.
Go ahead.
I forgot the guy that we just were talking about that won the player or whatever. Is he coming back next year? Or is he in the draft?
Oh no, he's going to get paid, baby. Yeah, he's a redshirt sophomore. He's going to get paid.
Yeah. Top 2. They said some got him as the #1 pick. Some of them got him as the #2 pick. Yeah, he's
got you.
Oh, that shit sound the same to me.
Big Miles say he out here representing the offense, Dad. That's Miles say he out here representing the offense, baby. So
what's up, Miles? Yeah, all the looks out here, baby.
That's right, man. So, man, we're gonna get into this Georgia season preview, man. The expectations are high, and I don't think Coach Smart would have it any other way. He said pressure is a privilege, man. You know what I'm saying? If they got the pressure on you, that means they expect something from you because you got something going. And I thought I saw an article that said, is the pressure, is the expectations too much, Cal? Is the expectations too much in Athens?
Hell no.
I don't think so.
Our expectations are to win national championships. You know what I'm saying? We've been building this thing for a long time.
Yes,
and
sir.
So each year going in and out, no matter what the team looks like, the expectation is obviously to win the SEC, get into the playoffs, and win the national championship. So I think the expectations are exactly where they should be. And I think the expectations from at least a fan base has generally always been high. We just haven't met that expectation. Now that we're meeting the expectation, we got to continue to duplicate it year in and year out. And like Rob always says, we go out, we get the Jimmies and the Joes, and we just keep replacing those guys, man. And it's a cycle. And Kirby got the thing cooking, man. He got it cooking better than anybody in college football right now.
Big fact. Shout out to Mickey Brady, man. Say go Dogs from Douglas, Georgia, where we love our dogs. That's right, man. Shout out to you. Thank you for tapping in.
Absolutely.
Sooner Legend say I got 3 century notes on Georgia beating Texas. Go Dogs. I know Sooner Legend you would like nothing more than us to go down to Austin.
That's good money right there.
Beat them good fashion too, man. So speaking of the Dogs and Kirby being hot, man, listen, recruiting, man. Listen, we took one on the chin today. We did. We lost a wide receiver to Florida State, got a good one, but CJ Wiley, shout out to CJ Wiley. But if you listen to the post commitment interview, it don't sound like the race over. And if you looked around the room when he actually announced that he was going to Florida State, it was some people in there kind of shocked because his dad played in the NFL, but he played it in LSU. And then he passed over to home state, Georgia. And it's like, I don't know if that recruitment is over, but for the time being, shout out to CJ Wiley for making his choice. But I think, Kirby always say, it don't matter if you committed to us or not. We recruit you to signing day.
Until you sign that paper for, we got a shot. It's just that simple. Until you sign that paper, we got a shot.
Big facts. But you know what Kirby do? Kirby always either soften the blow afterwards with recruits. I swear he be telling recruits to do that, or he leads up with it. And we got two commits yesterday. Dontrell Glover on the offensive line,
4-star,
and then Isaiah Gibson, the number 1 edge.
5-star. Number 1.
Have you seen his dimensions?
Bruh. 7 foot arms.
7'1" wingspan.
Ooh, that's crazy.
Yeah. Bruh. This dude is
that's crazy for somebody like 6'4".
Right.
Yeah, 6'4".
With 7 foot wingspan. Oh,
dude is bananas. Dude is bananas, man. Recent decommit from USC. You know what I'm saying? One of those guys. He came on campus.
Terry is next.
We've been hearing some good things about Justin Terrace. Yeah, well, he decommitted, right? He decommitted the day after Isaiah Gibson decommitted. So, and he went. Now, Isaiah Gibson was supposed to go on the OV to Oklahoma. He canceled that. Told Kirby he was coming into town. Kirby, hey man, listen. I don't know if y'all seen the video, but it's out there to see where he called. Him and his friends are doing. Who's the famous person in your contacts and will they answer the phone FaceTime?
I saw that, yeah.
So Isaiah Gibson says it's Kirby Smart. And he's like, will he answer? He's like, well, let's see. And then Kirby answered the phone. The first thing he said, don't call me unless you're ready to commit.
On blast. Put him on blast.
Love it.
Put him on blast. There you go.
Right. But
don't be cloud chasing with me, baby.
Right. But he obviously was ready to do that thing, him and his parents. It was in Athens, this past weekend, and he went ahead and pulled that trigger, man. But hey, not for that, man. We still hot. We've been hot. Talon Taylor, the wide receiver, one of the top wide receivers in the nation, a couple of weeks ago, maybe even a month. He committed to us, and we really don't even be getting them top wide receivers like that outside of a couple. But getting Taylor is huge. Taylor is huge. That's a huge get for us. And we look like we're in a good spot for Travis Smith. Rob, you might know a little bit more about that, but we look like we're in a good spot for Travis Smith.
I thought we was in a good spot for the dude today. Right. But the scuttlebutt is let's just wait until the papers are signed with that. So with Smith, I feel the same way. He's such a highly recruited guy. You're just gonna have to wait it out. But my faith is in Kirby. If anybody could get him, it's 16. So, let go.
Big fact. Shout out to Dirk Diggler. Not Dirk Diggler. I like the screen name, dog.
It's like you didn't realize till you said it.
Right. All right. Appreciate it. I appreciate the screen name, dog. Check it out.
Shout out to Dirk.
What's going on, Carlo? We appreciate you tapping in. Go
CeeLo.
Hey man, hey, shout out, man. But the recruiting that, like I say, been on fire. Anything I know you and Cal a little bit more tapped into that market than me. I don't know if y'all had any more updates other than the guys we talked about. Somebody we might be getting that we ain't think about or anything like that.
I ain't got nothing for you, Coach. I ain't even gonna lie today. I ain't got.
All right, E-Rob, you got anybody else that we might be closing in on or something like Elijah Griffin just took. I do know.
Y'all
like I get to
Glover,
see
Dontrell Glover.
Yeah, we talked about Glover. Hey man, Glover a beast. Elijah Griffin just took a visit to USC, but I think he's projected to come to us, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know how all of that's going, but he's a top interior defensive lineman, I want to say, in the state of Georgia. So we get him, Justice Terry, and Isaiah Gibson. That's crazy right there, bro.
So, right. So with that, man, I think I heard that there was no way that we could duplicate what we did on defense in 2021 because that was a generational defense. And I don't know. I heard this through the grapevine that Kirby said, "Hold my beer. I'll be right back." So you know what I'm saying? That's what it's looking like. Look like we headed right back towards that way where we just gonna dominate people where they can't really have a hard. They're gonna have a hard time like crossing the 50 in like 2025.
Bet. So our girl Hina gets in and say, "What do we?" Go ahead, Sean. We'll get to this.
I've been saying, I'll tell you what, we better get and work on that red zone defense. I'm gonna tell you that.
Big facts. I want to talk about that too. That's some keys to what we gonna do, man. So Hina says, what do we think about the Georgia Tech coach and another coach? It actually was a player, it was Milrow, saying that we wasn't mentally strong. We physically strong, but we're not mentally strong. I don't think it's rat poison. I think Kirby, Kirby will turn anything into some motivation. And all I say is, listen, man, that Georgia Tech coach, he talking tough, for the game to be a couple months away.
Man, Bama holding on by a thread, bro. We are the standard. They holding on by a thread. I think this year gonna break that thread.
Ooh, Shawty out here talking. Ooh,
they are holding on by a thread, bro. They holding on. Listen, we are the standard now. Trust me. It's just they holding on. We got to mash their ass one more good time.
Yeah, I agree.
And it's over.
Oh, Dirk Diggler is Mike Lucky. It's my I love it.
Y'all terrible, man.
The looks in the building.
Shout out to Mickey Brady. Mickey Brady say Griffin is all dog from Savannah Christian. I love it.
That's what I want to hear.
That's what I want to hear right there, man. So yes, right, Caitlin. He is a hater. The Georgia Tech coach is talking tough for somebody who only been there like a year or something like that.
That's fine. I like it. I like it because you know what? In November, Kirby gonna pull that thing out.
Right.
Put it up all week, and we're gonna be ready.
Right.
The last couple of years, we kind of been taking it easy on y'all up there in Atlanta, but this year it's a whole new ball game. So,
right.
You know, like get what you asked for.
Right. I'm like, he out here talking tough like that. I'm like, meanwhile, across the country, USC and Notre Dame trying to figure out if they're going to play. I told somebody, hey, man, couldn't be us, man. Like I said, I don't care what Georgia Tech got to go. Unless it's a global pandemic, they got to come see us. They got to come see us.
Yeah.
I was like, ain't no running from this. You got to come see us, dog. So they did. That's right, Chevy. Who put Tech on primetime? ESPN, man. Hey, they can blame ESPN for that Friday night primetime right after Thanksgiving butt whipping they about to catch. So normally they get beat at 12 noon. Not a lot of people done, finish with the tailgate or whatever, but everybody gonna be tuned in that night. So
it probably another big event going on. They're really promoting that big event.
Right.
Have y'all in the city come on out to this when the game over with.
Big facts. All right, man. Let's jump into them offensive and defense keys like Shawty was referencing, man. Shawty, me and Shawty on the same page. The red zone defense.
Yeah.
This is the thing. Our percentage definitely was one of, honestly, in our terms, one of the worst in the nation. The good thing is we didn't let a lot of people get into the red zone. Like you couldn't, once getting to past the 20 was the problem. But once they got there, we was giving it up like, hey, y'all know my saying. We was giving it up like daywalkers in Las Vegas, dog. I'm like, that's something I'm looking forward to. And I think Shawty hit on it preseason last year about the game changes on the defensive line. We are really deep on that defensive line. And I actually do think we have some of those game changes. Talking Christian Miller into coming back because he had hit the portal. He's always been my favorite to be one of those game changers. I don't know what you think about that, E-Rock.
No, I totally agree. He was the guy that was when you started talking defensive line. He's the first thing that popped in my head. Christian Miller. I expect this dude to be one of those guys that kind of changes the game where you're like, damn, 52 is kind of wrecking things. Like you can see him
Right.
kind of just it's like chaos being you every time so I'm looking for that to happen. And like you said, Coach, the main thing is they're deep. I remember when we're deep like this, it's really hard to deal with us because it's just body after body after body and just wears you down. So I love it.
And our linebacker core, I think this year is definitely a little bit deeper. Especially, we had our guy Smile playing injured last year. Now we got Smile healthy, gonna be going in healthy. You got CJ coming in healthy. You got Terrell. You got the young freshman, man, Raylan Wilson. And then some of these, Justin Williams.
Yeah, woo!
And we got somebody dad that playing Stackhouse coming back for his 7th year.
Hey, Stackhouse down on that interior D line. You right. Hey, him and Tyrion Ingram Dawkins down there.
They've been there forever.
Yeah. Right. It's time to make play, man. Hey.
It's money year. Hey, it's
money year. There you go. It's money year.
It's money year. You got to get it going. And Michael moving to the Jack, I think that's gonna help. Because he's that athlete that we need. What's crazy is this guy don't have a lot of statistical data, but he's already been talked about as being like a possible top 10 draft pick. And I think moving to Jack, moving him to Jack gonna put him in that highlight. You know what I'm saying? Yep. I think he's gonna put him in that era because that guy's a freak of nature, man. So
hey, Coach. Also, like y'all was talking about the defense, the red zone defense was a problem last year. On the whole doggone field, setting the edge was a problem. So being able to get him out there is going to be huge, man. So I need him
coming back, E-Rob. You know who coming back though, right? My boy Chaz coming back.
Yeah, I know that's your boy.
What's up, Cal?
I was gonna say, so I know y'all was talking about the red zone defense or whatever. What y'all think were the biggest issues last year with the red zone defense? What was the problem?
I think for me, it was twofold, and E-Rob just hit on one. It was setting the edge and stopping at the point of attack. Whereas before, our defense is always known for you can get to the line, but you ain't getting no further. I think we was giving up, the 2 or 3 extra yards. We wasn't stuffing them and making plays, interior plays. Like if you think about it, 2022, 2021, even back to 2019, we would always make plays on the interior of the defensive line and free our linebackers up. Because I don't know if anybody had to be double teamed last year. You see what I'm saying? Because when you have to double team that interior line, that lets our linebackers run free and create havoc. And I think that might have been one of the things. I don't think that's going to be the case this year. I think one of those guys, we too deep for you not to be, because if you ain't getting double teamed, you might not be playing no more. I mean, it's just a lot of guys down there.
Real stuff.
Hey, Coach, you hit it on the head. See, having that disruptor up front, it also bled into me watching a lot of the film that I've had a chance to see from last year. Is that our inexperience at linebackers just showed a lot. You know what I'm saying? Guys were just inexperienced. They were just not doing the right thing on certain calls, and it really showed. So once again, with having that experience, having all that playing time coming back, I don't think you'll see that. Now you'll be playing sound fundamental football. Yeah. And you'll just be having to get your ad one-on-one for those kind of plays to happen.
I think Raylan Wilson showed a lot of talent last year, but you're right. He was like one of those ones that was still getting the feel for the defense. False steps. I think he's ready to take that step forward. And then also, I feel like in the back end, which is I think the front end and the back end always complement each other, right? Like if you got a good pass rush and make your DBs better. If you got lockdown DBs that give your front more time to get after the quarterback. I think Dalen Everett is going to take a step forward. I just watched his mannerisms in the SEC championship and in the bowl game, and he started to me. And this is what I always say about DBs: DB's got to be cocky in my opinion. You ain't got the swagger, and I can't see the swagger. Then Keely, when he first got to campus, he ain't had a swagger.
Nope.
Dog, you gotta have the swagger, dog. If you ain't got the swagger, then that means you don't even believe in yourself. I think he got the swagger now, so that's gonna be my guy. I think he is gonna play big. The question is,
I hope you're right, Coach.
who's gonna be on the other side? We got some talent, but who's gonna be on the other side? That's what I'm trying to figure out.
I'm less worried about the other side than I am Dalen. That's crazy. I know it's crazy, but that's how I feel. But go ahead, y'all go ahead.
You know, because Julian showed us what he could do, and I want to say it was a Missouri game or whatever. He came in and he was on lock. You know what I'm saying? He had it on lock. And then you got
and the young boy, the freshman. He's gonna be good. He's gonna be good.
What's the guy's name that played in the Florida State in the bowl game? He's real long. Him and Julian Humphrey.
No. Daniel Harris.
Number 9.
Daniel Harris. Yeah.
He about 6'3".
That's right, Tuna, Texas. You listen, that's what good DBs always show. I'm telling you, good DBs always show. If you watch the guys that can't cover, they ain't got no swagger about themselves because it's a lot of times, man, especially when you're in man-to-man, you on the island. This is you and this dude in front of you. And if you won't believe it, watch it, we believe it. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
So on offense, Shawty, I know we got a lot of stuff coming back, but you know, everybody say, hey, Carson had Lad McConkey, Carson had Brock Bowers. Who gonna be the guy who need to have a good year for us on offense?
So I did on just my damn opinion, I did an actual show on this kid, Dylan Bell, number 86 for us. I just think he's gonna be our Swiss Army knife. You can line him up in multiple positions in different formations, which can also, you know, make mismatches. And he's a guy that you don't have to run downfield to get the ball in his hand. You can literally put him in the backfield and just hand it off to him, or just throw him a screen pass. So anytime you got a player like that, he's clearly going to be your most explosive player. So I'm really looking for Dylan Bell and Mike Bobo to get creative and find ways to get him the ball in different formations. But one thing I do want to throw out is this right here. Now, we did lose Brock Bowers, but I want to kind of pose this to everybody in the comments and my panel. The guy we got from Miami to transfer, Kobe Young, right? 6'4", 6'3". He's about 215 pounds.
Say it, Sean.
Do you understand, Bobo? We can run 12 personnel, right? And just flank Kobe Young. Just have him off the line as a tight end. He ain't got to have his hand in the dirt, but he's big enough just to sit there. There you go. Yep. But he's faster, a little bit taller and longer. And then have Dylan Bell in the backfield as your running back. So you got 4 receivers in there, but you in a 12 personnel. What you think they're going to do to defense? Now, if Bobo pulled that off, remember I said it before the season started.
Big fat, we'll go back and check the tape. Cal, who do you think need to play good on the offense, man? Since we did lose some guys, but we got a lot of talent out there.
Man, I mean, great picks by Shawty. You know what I'm saying? I'm definitely looking for Dylan Bell to do big things, like you said, because he's that college Debo. You know what I'm saying? Where we just moving him around. He could play a lot of different positions, brings a lot to the game. But the guy that I'm looking at is Jared Wilson. He's stepping in. Center. He's stepping in for a 3-year starter. I've been hearing a lot of hype about him, his talent, his athleticism, all of those things. You know what I'm saying? I want to see that come together because I think that synergy between the center and obviously the quarterback, you know, it doesn't sound like a lot just hiking the ball, but he's also got to make sure we're getting into the right protections and doing the right things. So I'm really looking for him to have a huge year, and I think that's going to set the table for the offensive line. And if we have, you know, one of the top 2-3 offensive lines like we normally have, we're going to score 45 points a game, guys. It's there. You know what I'm saying? We haven't had a quarterback of this caliber as far as talent and everything and experience coming back in a very long time. So I'm excited, you know what I'm saying, to see how the offensive line protects and see what the offense can really do once it's opened up.
That's right, man. Good call, Cal, because he's the only first-year starter we actually have on the O-line. All the other 4 positions are returning starters with a lot of experience, man. So good call on that one, Cal. What about you, E-Rod? Who you looking for on that offense? Who you want to be, you know, take a more major role this year?
So the whole time when y'all were talking about this, I was like, I'm talking about the offensive line. And Cal killed it because the offensive line is everything. You know what I'm saying? I was like, I'm sitting there, I'm like, well, I got to go last. Cal killed it. But look, man, I'm gonna pick 2 position groups on the offense because I don't know who's gonna be the person to break out. Tight end and running back. I think we're going to be very good. We're going to be very productive at both positions. I just don't know who that breakout is. I saw the Luckies on here. I'm looking for the nephew, the son. That's who I want to break out. I really do believe that the young Lucky has a chance to break out and be elite, be something that, like, wow.
Right.
Brock's gone, but who is this dude? So, and then with that being said, Oscar Delp is a hell of an athlete. I think he just gets kind of passed over a lot of the times, and I think it's his time to shine. But then there's a lot of talent in that room. The guy that transferred from Stanford. So I don't know who's going to step out, but it's a lot of talent in there. And then you look at the running back with ETN and Big Bruiser number
Robinson.
40 and the rest of the crew.
Mm-hmm.
With that offensive line, right, man. It's a problem. It's something to deal with. So I'm excited to see, and really, it's gonna be on Bobo. Boy, you got all this. Boy, you got a Lamborghini. Boy, it's all gassed up. What you gonna do with it?
Big facts. Shout out to Neilio, man. He say just stopping by. Shout out to everybody. Say good Tuesday, everyone. Neilio, we appreciate you. Neilio, big. You know what I'm saying? Neilio, if I'm not mistaken, Neilio, I think Neilio like a Kansas State fan, but he be on the other channels we be on. He could be an OU fan, but I think it's Kansas State. But shout out to Neilio, man. Big time supporter of the channel, man. Yeah, man. Listen, E. Robin with you on the tight end room. I know, listen, you can't replace a Block Browers, and you shouldn't try to. What you can try to do is have a room filled with elite guys to come in and do it too. Like you said, Lucky at tight end, Delp at tight end, and Jurisic coming over from Stanford. Like, man, this dude right here can do some things on the field that's similar to what Brock Bowers is doing, man. And so, like, well, if Kobe ain't slid in that 12 personnel, we still can go 12 personnel with the tight ends that we always do.
I mean, I guess it'll be 11, but you can make it look like 12.
Yeah, I know what you like.
Yeah, right.
But if we wanted to go to a true 12, I don't think we're gonna have no problem with that because of Lucky and Jurisic. You know, I think Delp gonna lead the way in that room. But I think those two guys coming behind them, man. Listen, I mean, don't cry for UGA on the tight end.
Nah,
you know what I'm saying? So,
and then we got the number one tight end in the country coming in the recruiting class. So I'm just gonna let that go. All right.
Big facts.
And you know what, man? Carson Beck, I'm gonna be honest with you, man.
Say it.
I don't know.
Be honest.
You know, as great as Stetson was, everybody know what Stetson was and what he did. But this guy, Carson Beck, ceiling, man, like this guy can really have a hell of a year. And I think Bobo gonna sling the ball around the yard this year.
Listen, man, I'm gonna tell you this. This is why I say Carson Beck's weakness is it's the middle of the field deep ball.
I think he think too much.
Yeah, because I think he's thinking like I don't want to underthrow. You know what I'm saying? Because we got a lot of speed on the outside too. It's like he can get it there. He just like I don't want to overthrow the dude. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes so like even on some of those Lad McConkey, you know, where he was routing dudes up, making them look crazy. You know, he underthrew him a little bit, but that deep ball middle accuracy, if he get that together, Shawty, bro, Beck don't
fly, coach. He got it. He can do it.
Yeah, I don't know whether to be stopping Beck from getting to New York. That's all. I ain't saying he gonna win it. I'm just saying if he get the deep ball accuracy on, he should at least get the invite. You know
where were those stats? Stat guy put up there. Was
stat guy say he
45 and 35,
4,500 with 35 TDs, and I think
he's gonna throw 35.
Bro, that's what I'm saying though. Like, dude,
that sounds about right.
This dude is out there, dog. Shout out to Coriana.
I think one of the keys too is getting back to our running game. You know, are we going to have a running game where it's going to be where we get more explosive plays? I think that's going to be a key element for our offense too. Are we where we can hand it off, 5, 6, 7 times in a row, and we're just getting 10 yards, 12 yards.
I think that's what ATN bring, Cal.
Yeah, I think on a singular play, ETN brings that, but I think because of the weapons, when it comes to the fourth quarter, don't be surprised if Robinson, the zero, be getting some of those.
Just ending
some of those 20 and 25, 15 to 30-yard runs because they just like, bro, like they keep coming, dog. Like they keep coming. Like when does it stop? Like. You know what I'm saying? It's like when me and Stat Guy was coaching AAU, they like, hey, man, call off the Dogs. I'm like, I got 8 players, but they just keep coming. They just keep coming. Everybody can score 20. I think that's how our running back room is. They're going to spend all game running around with ETN, and he brings that, like Shawty said, that explosive aspect. He can catch out the backfield, and I don't think that was explored enough when he was in Gainesville. I think Mike Bobo definitely going to do it. Mike Bobo love him old running back that can catch out the backfield now.
Wheel route.
Right. I mean, no, Mike Bobo in 2014 with Aaron Murray and Todd Gurley before he, had got hurt or whatever. Average for that year, dog, we averaged 41.3 points a game, and that was the most we had ever averaged. I think we got a chance to top that this year. You know what I'm saying? Unless the injury bug just kills us straight out. Listen, man, I think that dude gonna have us in some games and putting some points up on people. I can tell you like this: if you playing the Dogs Nation, whoever you are, if you're playing the Dogs, if you ain't putting up 30, like close to 35 plus, I really don't understand how you're gonna be in the game. To be honest with you, man. So. Corey say
going to be better defensively, I think, this year.
Yeah, and I don't think he's going 35 on us. I just don't see it.
Corey Arnold say Heisman is vexed to lose at this point. I mean, honestly, it's really is like that. So it really is like that. So
that's a good feeling.
Big facts. So all right, man. Let's talk about games that we looking forward to, man. So we'll start with you, E-Rob. So don't nobody take your answer, dog.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it. So the game that I'm most looking forward to is the game that Shawty was talking about, because I feel the exact same way. September 28th, I'm gonna be in Tuscaloosa. I don't know how I'm gonna get. I'm gonna be there. I don't know. I will be there because I believe this is our chance to go and knock them off, get them out the way, and it's just us. Don't talk about them no more. Talk about the dog.
Hey, Coach, you ain't got the schedule?
Yeah, I can pull it up. So we open up with Clemson, and then so that's
the hell out of them. We're gonna blow them out.
That's the 31st. In Atlanta. Is anybody going to that game by chance? I know I'm gonna be in Georgia, but I won't be going to the game itself.
It's gonna be a blowout. Save your money.
Well, this is what some people's theory is. The reason why we got a 12 o'clock game because of how we've done the last couple of people opening up the season, and they say, well, nobody wants to see that on prime time. So apparently, and ESPN is doubling down on the 13.5 point spread. You know what I'm saying? I, for one, think Crimson will be the best defense we play all year. So if E-Rob's prediction holds true, bro, that's gonna get scared for the rest of the. Listen, I think Alabama got a lot of talent on defense, but I don't think they defense because they don't have the secondary that Clemson has, and I think the Clemson's defense. If we run, bro, Robert, we run through them like you say we
blow them out.
Jesus Christ, it's gonna be scary for the
Okay, I think we're gonna beat them, but we're gonna cover. Put it that way.
Bet. And this is the thing: when you play in another elite program, 2 scores is a blowout. You see what I'm saying? Right. So I'm with you, E-Rob. Sure. I'm with you. Corey Arnold say he's going to Tuscaloosa and Austin, the 2 games that matter. Woo, get there. Hey, listen, man. Hey, make sure you secure somewhere outside of Austin to stay, Corey. They got that Formula One race that week. I think Texas kind of made it want to do that on purpose, try to keep dog fans out of Austin. But San Antonio's only an hour away. San Antonio's only an hour away.
Antonio, Houston, we pulling up way up. It don't matter.
Hey, Big Jason Ferguson, I'm coming to your house in Alabama, boy. I'm just letting you know. I'm saying for the world here. I'm coming to your house.
That guy say he's looking for that UGA Texas game. I'm with Hina. The noon time is terrible. Like I told one of my homies today, he said, "Man, we tailgating and we doing it at my crib." I was like, "Boy, at your crib, we are not going in the middle of downtown Atlanta no noon, dog. I'm trying to get back to watch the rest of the games."
It'd be crazy.
What's going on, my man? He say I'm flying back from Canada for that one. Okay. Listen, man, people want to go to T-Town. You know what I'm saying? Shelby say she'll be in the bins for Clemson. Okay, I see what it is. All right. Yes. Well, we know our resident RTH girl Hina. She'll be at all the games. That's what she do. You know what I'm saying? That's why we get our fire. Our pregame fire. Yep. Y'all make sure y'all tune in and respect the Hedges during the season. Hina? Listen, for where's Hina? Listen, Hina get all the love from everybody. She internationally known. You know what I'm saying? So she get all the fire footage at the games, man. So. Lance said he looking forward to UGA at Bama and UGA at Texas.
Damn, the Sheik hot, bro. They lost about 6 pounds. Damn, I'm losing weight by the minute, boy.
That when you happen, you get the Sheik made out of cotton, folks.
I gotta get that linen junk, dog. I done lost about 6 pounds over here, dog. Trying to be cool.
Oh man! Oh my goodness!
100% woolly mammal.
See, boy, I'm moist over here, dog. Damn, bro.
Hey, Shawty, he might have won the sprint, but he couldn't win the marathon.
Right.
Yeah.
And that woolly member got hot.
Hey, listen, I'm with Miles, man. I'm looking forward to that Ole Miss game. Ole Miss and Lane Kiffin has always been good at home, not as good on the road. I know we laid it to them real good fashion in Athens last year. They're playing at home where their offense normally is humming. So that's the game. I know, like hype wise, Alabama and Texas, but that right there, I don't like where it falls on the schedule.
And that was my game too, the Ole Miss game. It was Texas and Ole Miss.
Right, Ole Miss. So when you talking about win totals, you give a point for a win, none for a loss, and a half for a toss up. Texas, listen, man, Georgia, y'all can't say nothing about Georgia's schedule this year. We at Texas, we at Ole Miss, and we at Bama. You know what I'm saying? So
Clemson on a neutral site.
And Clemson on the neutral side, man. What we doing, man? So and listen, the reason that Ole Miss game, so we get an off week on the 26th, and then we take on them Gators and down there in Jacksonville, and then we go to Ole Miss.
They're gonna be the game that get Napier fired.
I hope so.
Oh man, we go to Ole Miss, follow that up with a home meeting with the Volunteers. So I think that little 3 game, that right there, I'm not saying we're gonna be tested, but that Ole Miss being sandwiched in between those games kind of helps Ole Miss a little bit, because if it was like right after the UMass Minutemen or something, it might be a little different. So Corey says, I think this year UGA will be parallel to 2001 Miami. Everybody gets both hands and feet applied. Talent is just not fair. Too much depth. Hey man, I do not disagree with that assessment. Hey man,
I like my man Corey. He got good analysis.
Yeah, I like him. Yeah, come on.
Big facts. Like I don't know if we'll put as many in the NFL from the defense, but I think as a unit and as a team, I think you own to something, Corey. If everybody is healthy and do what they're supposed to do, so. I think so. Stats say how bad we're gonna punish Tennessee. Well, Tennessee fans say there ain't no way we beat them. Like this dude say, ain't no way Georgia. In what world Georgia beating us by double digits? I'm like the last 6 or 7 years.
I'm saying we don't beat them by double digits.
Like, where you been?
Yeah, this ain't 2000. This ain't 2000.
He been asleep since Peyton Manning.
Yeah, don't do that, dog. Don't do it, dog. Don't do it to yourself.
Big facts, and that's a fact. Shouted once Mark Rick turned that thing around, dog. Listen, man, it's them in Auburn, dog. It's been slim pickings for them dudes trying to get W's against the Dogs, man. Speaking of Auburn, we played them right after Alabama for homecoming. There was some Auburn faithful and even players, expressing their distaste for being the homecoming game.
And that is correct. Sooner in Texas too. They did take the OU game off.
Big facts. They took it was canceled 2 years ago because of the move coming into the SEC. It's the reason why we didn't play you guys last year. So I think you guys replaced our game with Maine this year or something like that. So I think and I think we replaced them with like Tennessee Tech, something like that.
Okay.
So get them a little money. Wallace Smith in the building. What's going on, Wallace? We appreciate you getting in, my guy. Appreciate you getting again. People in the comments, man. If it's not Texas or not Alabama, what games are you looking forward to, or what games may be some kind of trap games where maybe we don't play our best game, maybe we still win, but we don't play our best game. So what's some of those games you're looking forward to? Go ahead, Cal.
Oh no, I was just saying I think we actually hit that on the head well with Ole Miss. You know what I'm saying? It's not the game that we look at the schedule and right off we say, okay, you know what I'm saying? But it is a game. They do have talent. I know they
got a lot of talent, though.
They do got talent, and you just never know with a coach like Kiffin. You know what I'm saying? You just never know sometimes. So it definitely can be a tricky game on the schedule for us.
And the placement, like I say, the placement.
Yeah, that game is played. But that game right there is a D-line game. If our D-line, because all that stuff that he does, if we just dominate up front, none of that really matters. So it's gonna be that's a D-line game. That game, the Ole Miss game, is gonna be our front seven if they dominate ball game, because they won't stop us.
Good call on that, E-Rob. Teams like the Ole Miss and Tennessee Like they want to run first. That's what they want to do. They want to run. They want to run because if you can't stop their run, it's gonna be a long day for you. Because they'll throw it all around the yard, but if you can't stop, and they got some good running backs. They lost Judkins down at Ole Miss, but they still got the guy that was playing alongside him, and they brought in some transfers. They brought in the guy from Texas A&M on the D line. They brought in a couple wide receiver transfers. They brought in running backs. I'm like, they got transfer portal. The Ole Miss was doing their thing. So what you gonna say, Shotty?
I'm gonna say, and to your point, Coach, like once again, just watching film for last year, man, what I was watching, hey man, probably 8 out of 10 times you're not gonna be able to run the ball. I mean, we just keep more men in the box.
Right.
We always outnumber you in the box. Like we just have no problem playing man and man free.
And that's where the more experience and the more confidence of that secondary comes into play, where we can, like you said, Shawty, keep more in the box and just play man free out there. Corey, we don't play Missouri. You're right. Missouri does normally give us a good game. We don't play Mizzou this year, though.
Good. I don't like playing them.
Yeah. I don't like playing them either, right?
So, let me ask y'all a quick question, too, since we brought up Missouri. So what do y'all see as the biggest issue that could be our downfall this year? What could stop us from winning again?
Quarterback depth. Quarterback. If Beck go down, we screwed.
Injuries. Injuries. Now we are deep. Now we can sustain injuries here and there more than a lot of the other teams. I think maybe some Ohio States can sustain some injuries. Alabama on the offense can possibly sustain some stuff, but I think, like you said, I think the trigger man. Like, hey, listen, I believe in our future when it comes to the guys behind him. But I'm talking about we talking about this year. Like we definitely don't want to do that.
I just think that would probably dampen my chances or thoughts of winning it all. But even if we were to lose Beck, I just think we have so much talent.
We'll still be good.
We'll still be very competitive. Yeah. Maybe just probably lose in the playoffs somewhere.
Yep. Right, and Stat Guy say the schedule sets up to keep y'all from being trapped. That is true. Like the way the schedule sets up, like there's no play Alabama and then you play some small team that like a Kentucky or whatever, and then you're gonna overlook somebody to play somebody else. Like you just got to be ready every week, man. You play Clemson, then Tennessee Tech, and then it's Kentucky, Bama, Auburn, Mississippi State, Texas. Like Kirby gonna have these guys ready mentally for those games, you know what I'm saying? So there's no real, I would say, trap games or anything like that. So Carlos says we have all those running backs in the stable. True. Listen, I can tell you right now, if Bet does go down, see all 6 of them gonna get
run the hell out of the ball.
Speaking of that, Cal and E-Rob, y'all are more the recruiting guys. Let me ask you this: do you see maybe any of the freshmen like the White Phillips or something maybe getting in on special teams or playing or something like that this year?
So that's funny that you brought that up. I'm dropped this. I actually talked to Dwight Phillips Sr. Early today. So talked to him. Hopefully we're gonna try to get him on the show at some point. Him and his son. But one of the things I've been hearing about him is in the 7-on-7s is that he's so explosive. You know what I'm saying? There may be some opportunities where he can get some catches out of the backfield in some certain situations, possibly. I've heard he's been out there pretty dominant with the 7-on-7s. Obviously, that's a different game, but there may be some opportunities where he can come in, get that change of pace, and just give us an even more explosive element if he gets the ball in his hands. Because if he gets the ball, he gets this much of a hole, it's over.
Yeah, that's why I think if nothing else, kick return. You know what I'm saying?
He'll probably be on kick return and then a similar guy on punt return and Anthony Evans. We saw a little bit about what he could do in that Florida State game. Yes, he's in year 2 coming up. I'm with y'all, man. Get Dwight on the field somehow. Like you said, kick return maybe. I'll take him. Listen, I don't know how many times we're gonna get to return him, but if they do let him return it, if he see a crease, it's a wrap because he got that track speed out.
He'll at least get it 2 times a game. Shit.
Big facts. Sooner in Texas, like I said, we don't play Mizzou this year. You're right. Mizzou's always kind of a trap game for us, or they just get up to play us for some reason. We beat them because they've only beaten us once since they've been in the conference since 2012.
It's some nail biters.
But it's always closer than what we want. But luckily, like I say, we don't have to play them. Last year we played Florida, Mizzou, Tennessee, and Ole Miss like back to back to back to back, and that was the stretch that we all kind of looked at in preseason. This year, the stretch, I think, of course, you got the Alabama, Auburn, but it's more so the Florida, Ole Miss, Tennessee game, like those three right there, because that comes in the back of the season, and that's when you really got to have that competitive depth where you can give guys break, you know what I'm saying, and give some other guys some snaps, you know what I'm saying. That's what that wide receiver room depth. The guy we got from Vanderbilt, Landon, he's good. I don't know how many snaps he's gonna get at the beginning of the season, but you best believe come Florida game and stuff like that. Yeah. Them people are nicks and banged up, people needing the rest here and there. I think he'll be in there getting that getting those reps like that. So
Coach, that's you absolutely right. Our depth, man, late in the season, we just got bodies, and they're not just guys. They're not just guys. You know what I'm saying?
Quality bodies.
It really matters.
Bodies.
It makes a difference.
Yep. Big facts.
Does KJ get any burn?
I've heard that KJ, just because of his ability to catch on fast, he'll be in the rotation. Of course, I don't think he's going to start, but that safety spot, that other safety spot is kind of open. We still got Thomas. I want to say Ja'Cory Thomas from two or three cycles ago. He's a good player that nobody's talking about. I think KJ is going to be in the rotation. I think Pope, that came over from Alabama, I think he's going to.
He had a good spring game.
I've been telling people Pope had a good spring game.
I watched it. He had a good game. Yeah. He was all over the field.
He's a good player.
Yeah.
Good
right.
player.
I'm like, Jake Pope, watch out for Jake Pope, dog. Like, this dude is going to take some snaps out there, dog. You know what I'm saying? So, and then they're going to move some people around out there. Aguero's going to start at the nickel, but I think KJ's getting a little work at the nickel as well. So, KJ's just he's a ball player, you know what I'm saying? So he like one of them guys you can just put out there. So I think he's gonna be on the field in some capacity, this year, which is also gonna help. It's I always say, it's good to have true freshmen come in and contribute, but we don't have to count on it. So that's what's good.
Ellis Robinson gonna contribute too, coach, in the backfield, in defensive backfield.
Big facts. Big facts.
He's gonna play.
So it's good to be that team where your 5-star number one at their position coming out of high school can contribute, but we don't really need you to.
We don't need you. Exactly.
Right.
That's why right.
So, hey, man, listen, man, just like that, the boys are back in the building, man, and the hour has gone by. Just like that, man. Listen, we're going to be back next Tuesday. Y'all make sure y'all tune in. And before we get out of here, fellas, Shawty, you got anything you want to say before we get out of here?
No, Coach, I think you covered it all earlier in terms of the shout-outs and where to find me in terms of other shows. Man, it was good to be back for our first episode, this preview. Sorry we didn't have the whole panel with us, so shout out to the rest of the panel and all their endeavors. And shit, man, I'm just excited, man. I loved it, man. It's great talking on Georgia football.
Yeah. Big shot. Speaking of other panel members, this our guy CA. You know what I'm saying? CA, he may be with us next Tuesday. So like I say, we'll be back next Tuesday, same time, same channel. Cool, Cal, you got anything before we get up out of here?
Yeah, man. I'm just gonna say, man, shit, we the dogs through and through. You know what I'm saying? Not only team, but also respect the Hedges. We got depth too, baby. If we got a guy or two out, you know what I'm saying?
Hand me tight, don't matter.
Man, make it work. Whatever combination we throw on this show, man, it's always gonna be fine.
Let's go, Cal.
Let's go, dog.
Big facts. I love it.
And real talk, man, we finally had these looks in the chat. We gotta get 1, 2, or 3 of y'all on the show, man, this year.
Yeah,
big
get them
facts,
all
man.
in here.
Big facts. We need y'all on the show. Hey, man, let's get that thing done, man. Shelby in the comments say, check out Just My Damn Opinion tomorrow. Hey, tonight, before you go to bed, man, check out the Doc and the Jock. Shawty is giving out love language advice, and y'all make sure y'all check that out, man.
I'm nervous
what
about
you got
that,
before we get out of here, man? E-Rob, we got something before we get up out of
here? Yeah, so real quick, man, I just want to say shout out to everybody in the comments, man. That is what this show is about. It's the Fan Addict Network. So we want y'all to interact. We love when y'all interact. It give us something. Y'all make the show. So be back here next Tuesday, and we're gonna do it again.
Big facts. Bring a friend. That's right. Bring a friend.
Bring a friend. Bring 2 friends.
Right. That way
you hit that like button.
Right. You can say I'm part of the RTH family, you know what I'm saying, when we win this next natty, you know what I'm saying? Because the RTH, listen, we with the tailgate kings, we tailgating and we be out there, you know what I'm saying? So y'all make sure y'all get with the RTH family. And we definitely appreciate all y'all, man. For my guys, Shawty, Cool Cal, E-Rob, and our two partners missing, JV and CA. I'm Coach I. Respect these hedges on the Fan Ass
Y'all
Sport
see
Network.
the dashiki? I'm brought it back.
Hey, keeping it hot like it's outside. E-Rob in the dashiki. Listen, man, as always, man, let's go Dogs.
Go Dogs.